Okay, so today's session is basically about dowsing, what dowsing is, what it can do for you, why one should know dowsing, and what are the benefits of dowsing. Have you heard of this word called dowsing? Just raise your hand. Okay. Do you know it's a Chinese word? How many of you know it's a Chinese word? Anybody knows it's Chinese word? Dowsing, dowsing, isn't it? It's not a Chinese word. It's a word which simply means that dowsing means to find out. Now, some of you already know dowsing, but what I'm going to teach in the basic and advanced workshop which I'm planning, it is going to be on a different level because I have learned dowsing from many masters. So I was attending a workshop, a spiritual workshop, and this teacher came from Sri Lanka. He only told us that this is Chinese word. So this guy, it was a 2 days workshop, and after he entered, we were about 50 people, and he said, how many of you know dowsing? And hardly 4 or 5 people knew it. And he said, no, session will not start unless you know dowsing. And I said, why it is required? Why do you need to know dowsing for attending a spiritual session? Because he said it is going to help you. He's a man of few words, so he said it's going to help you. But later on, when we learned dowsing, he taught us dowsing and his methods of dowsing. Actually, dowsing, the methods of dowsing change every 50 kilometers. I'm not talking about cross country thing. Huh? Every 50, 100 kilometers, the method of dowsing changes. Okay. So, and there are no good books on dowsing. Whatever books you'll find in the market or internet, they speak a lot about dowsing, but not the real stuff. But that is reserved by by teachers. They don't teach it. So dowsing, how does it help you? What dowsing is basically? Dowsing means to find out something which you cannot find out by using your 5 senses. Something which you cannot see, something which you cannot hear, something which you cannot touch, something which you cannot taste. A piece of information which cannot be had by your 5 senses can be found out by dowsing. It is a method to activate your right brain and your left brain together. A lot of people tell you that this is a right brain activity. No, it is an activity which activates your right as well as the left brain. The left brain is logic and the right brain is your intuitive mind, the artistic mind. So it activates both of them. Okay. And what it can do for you. And the same teacher, where I had learned dowsing for the first time in the workshop, he said a very beautiful statement. He said that you are whatever you are by the choices that you made in your life, isn't it? You are what you are by the choices that you have made in your life, isn't it? And dowsing tells you what choices to make. Do you understand? Dowsing helps you in finding out the best choices for you, be it your family, be it your career, be it your son's education, be it a decision that is going to change your life in either way, good or bad, be it your marriage issues, be it, it's a method for body, mind, and spirit. Anything related with body, anything related with mind, anything related with spirit also. You want to find out who your guide is in the spiritual realm, you can in just 2 minutes. You want to find out the journey that you're going to undertake will be good for you or not. You're going to meet a person for a business meeting, will it be successful or not? Means there is no area of your life where dowsing is not helpful. And Rachna ji has been asking me, she's been after my life, that you take a session on dowsing, but it's very difficult. It is difficult to take online. And otherwise also, it is difficult because the material is huge. Because I told you, dowsing changes every 100 kilometers. So there is a lot of material and there is a lot of nonsensical material which is not at all required. So I had to filter a lot of stuff. I did a lot of writing, I did a lot of research. Because when you know something, you don't have to think about it, isn't it? But when you have to teach something, then you have to be in a different frame of mind. So yes, now I have almost prepared the curriculum for dowsing, and there is no area of your life where it will not be helpful. So I'm going to tell you what type of dowser you need to select. I'm going to tell you which type of dowsing we will do. Basically, we will focus on pendulum dowsing. Okay, there are other methods also. Then I'm going to teach you instrument-less dowsing, without any instrument. You will not be dependent upon a dowser. If you don't have a dowser, it's okay, you can still dowse. It is called instrument-less dowsing. Then what happens is, the more you use dowsing, the more your left and the right brain get synchronized, and that adds to your meditation. It is basically a divine tool. It is a tool of divinity. So if you want to find out which meditation will help you the most, or which food will help you the most, which cloth will help you the most, which color will help you the most, any damn thing you want to find out in your life, you can use dowsing for it. And the results are pretty good, provided you are taught well. And of course, you need to put in some hard work. So the curriculum is there in front of me. Yes, there is something called a dowsing state. I will teach you how to be in a dowsing state. Very few people who teach dowsing, they teach how to be in a dowsing state. Because if you are not in a dowsing state, your results will not be accurate. You need to be in a state called dowsing state. Then the command is very important. How to activate your dowser or the pendulum that you're going to use, how to program it, okay, and deprogram it, and how to program your own subconscious. Dowsing is a method to read the subconscious. The subconscious has all the answers. So it's a method to read the subconscious. And you can do it for anybody. I will be teaching you distant dowsing also. You can dowse for anybody sitting anywhere. You can dowse for plants. You can dowse for children. You can dowse for pets. You understand? So whatsoever your profession is, especially for healers, if you practice any kind of healing, let us say you want to find out how many sessions will this person require. Dowsing. You want to know how much benefit the person has gained by your first session. He may say, oh, मेरे को तो कुछ फायदा ही नहीं हुआ. You will tell him, boss, इतना फायदा हो गया आपको. And you don't have to be, like, it's a very simple science. And once you start dowsing, and once you keep doing it, then you don't need any instrument. But there is a secret in it, that you can, even if you've not been dowsing for years, you can still do body, instrument-less dowsing. There are ways of doing it. Okay. And then what else we have? What are you going to learn? How to frame the questions for dowsing. One of the most important aspect of dowsing is that people ask wrong questions and then the answers obviously are wrong, and then they are dejected that, oh, mera to galat ho gaya. So you, how to frame the question for dowsing, that is very important, and that will be taught. Then there are some important factors like programming the pendulum, achieving the dowsing state, then questioning, and what to do before dowsing, what to do after dowsing. And some of the examples I would like to share with you is like you can do career dowsing, you can do education dowsing, you can do finance dowsing, you can do choice dowsing, whom to marry, whom not to marry. Okay. Then there is a very big field which is called health dowsing. You can find out the fruits and the products which will heal you and which are detrimental for you very easily. And once you know what to eat, what not to eat, you're already cured half. Okay. Because in Ayurveda, they say if you don't eat well, if you don't eat well, no doctor can cure you. And if you know how to eat, you will never need a doctor. If you know how to eat, you'll never need a doctor. And if you don't know how to eat, no doctor can cure you. So in both the cases, doctor is not required. So you can find out for yourself, especially where the cases where people have allergies. Okay. Then there is something called gemstone dowsing, where you can find out which gemstone will help you. Okay. Then Mahurata dowsing. You don't need a pandit to find out a good time for doing something. You can find your own time. Mahurata dowsing, this is called. Okay. Then there is Vastu dowsing. Vastu dowsing means if you know Vastu, it will be of great help. But even if you do not know Vastu, you can still use dowsing and make changes in your home. Vastu is nothing but interplay of energies in your home. Okay. So that I will teach, and then finding what kind of vitamins you need, food supplements, nutrition, remedies like herbal remedies. If you're confused between whether to take homeopathy or herbal remedy or go to a allopathic doctor or to go to Ayurveda, you want to choose. Okay. Which hospital to go to, which doctor will cure me, all the questions, basically any question that you have in your life can be answered by dowsing. That's why I told you it's a very, very big field. But if you know the correct method and you practice, it is a blessing actually. To know dowsing is a blessing. Okay, then there is something called geopathic stress. That is a different subject. It is basically advanced. Then finding objects. You lost an object, you want to find it, you can find it. Okay. Just I'm giving you ideas. Then there is future dowsing. Past is already gone, then there is future dowsing. Then what is best for you? Okay. So the choice, any choice that you're going to make in life, whether it will work for you or should you make that choice or should you not make that choice, you can easily find out by using dowsing. Okay. And what else? This is just an overview I'm giving you, and I'll be giving you approximately 50 charts or more if you need, which will cover all the aspects. Means ready-made material. Normally what happens is teachers give 3, 4, 5 charts and they say आप खुद बना सकते हो, you can make your own charts, and nobody makes them. Nobody makes them. So I'm going to give you almost 50 charts, so which will cover health, which will cover if you want to find out which meridian in your body is not functioning well, which organ in your body, which gland in your body is not functioning well, okay, you can find out with the help of dowsing. And all sorts of business. Okay, let me tell you what all charts I'm going to give you so that you have an idea. Okay, is this for me? This is a caption of a chart. Like whatever you're going to, you want something and then you simply ask, is this for me? Will it work for me? There's a chart for this. Then there's a percentage chart. Okay, well, it will work for me. But what if it is only 2% good? Okay, so you find out whether it's 90%, 80%, 70%. There's a percentage chart. Then there is a chart for lucky number. Then there is a chart, a letter chart. You can even find out names. You want to name someone. You want to name your kid. What would be the best name for him? You can find out. Okay, and then there's a chart for the days of week. Then there is an hour chart, a date chart. Then there is a month chart. Then there is a biometric radiation chart. You know, some people are suited for business and some people are suited for job. Okay, some people, you know, by their birth, they're suited for business. They're made for business. So for a person, for a child, you can find out whether he should go for job or he should do business. So there is a biometric radiation chart for that. Okay. Then there is a color chart. Which color, if you wear, will give you success. Which color, if you wear, will give you good relationships. All those things. Then there is a jewel chart. Then there are Vastu charts. Then there are human troubles chart. Okay, invisible troubles chart. Then there is a natural geopathic stress chart and the man-made geopathic stress chart. Then a relatives chart. Okay, I will explain during this session what all charts means. I'm just telling you right now. Then the causes of illness. Then the causes of lower chakra blocks. If you know this, it will be a great help. Everybody has their lower chakra blocks. Then health condition. Then organs, glands, systems. There are 3-4 charts related to that. Meridians, body check, food chart, vitamins and minerals chart. Then there is the what you call time chart. Then the levels of consciousness. At what level your consciousness is, that also you can find out. And once you meditate, and then you can dowse to find out what level your consciousness reached after you meditated. So practically, if I have to summarize it, you can just about find out anything. It's very easy, provided you have a good dowser, which is your mind, not the pendulum. Okay. The dowser is the mind, not the pendulum. You can dowse even with a ring. Once you master the art, you can dowse with anything. You can dowse with your hands like this. Okay. Even just by looking at the looking by your eyes, you can dowse, like I do in Vajra healing. Vajra healing, you can't use a dowser or pendulum. You have to use your eyes. You just see and dowse. So it is the mind basically, which is the instrument for dowsing. But yes, initially, what dowser you should use, I never recommend a crystal dowser. And maximum people use crystal dowsers. I never ever recommend it. Okay. There are reasons for that. And what else? You can even do healing with the dowser, which is taught in that workshop. Those who attended that workshop, they know that even healing can be done with dowser. And then there is a psychic dowsing also, higher spiritual realm dowsing and all those things. I will touch those areas, but I will not teach you right now because that can be a dangerous stuff. So I will not teach it, maybe later on, but I will touch it enough so that if you want, you can still go into that area, psychic dowsing. Okay. So this is all I had to say about dowsing. I am stopping the recording. Okay. And